Hello, everyone. Today I am here to talk to you about my review of Fast X. Okay, so I saw the movie last Thursday. Today is Wednesday. I saw the movie Thursday, and I gotta say, I liked it. I'm just really grateful that it was an improvement over 9. It's not as good as 7. It's not as good as, definitely not as good as 5. But I think it's a step in the right direction. Vin Diesel's ego is definitely, he's God. His character is God at this point. I mean, I'm finally glad that, this is spoilers, by the way. I'm gonna make sure I put that in the title. But I'm glad that they all lost, because I remember when I finished seeing 9, I'm like, I don't care about these characters anymore. I want them dead. I said that. I was like, oof. And especially with the fact that, Tyrese's character, Roman, kept saying, we're invincible, we can't die. I mean, it's bad enough that they do these death-defying, constant breaking of reality and physics, but the fact that they're constantly invincible as well irks me. Now, we're not stupid. I'm pretty sure John Cena's character is still alive. I'm sure the Fast family is still alive. Those crashes and car crashes, plane crashes, that's all window dressing, because we know even if they die for real, we're just used to the fact that nobody dies. I mean, they brought Giselle back in the end. But my point is that I'm glad that they left on that cliffhanger. A lot of people feel that it's not a cliffhanger, it's just an abrupt ending, so it just got cut off at the midway point. But I'll take it. And you know what? I will be and this is gonna sound like I hate the franchise. I really don't. I am a fan. F9 is the movie I hate. But if this ended here, minus the fact that Giselle comes back, I would have been happy. With it. Yes, even with the Hobbs post-credit scene. I'll talk about that more later. But I'd be happy just because, these guys have, they've been getting away with a lot in terms of, dying and, so even if I would just be happy with it here. But anyway, I'll just get to the review. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It was really good. Jason Momoa was definitely the best part. He really has a lot of charisma for days. Dom is he's kind of I love Vin Diesel in that first Fast and Furious movie, man. He was, I would say, kind of just almost as charismatic as Jason Momoa here. He had a lot of personality, but now he's just, I don't want to say shell of his former self, but the guy just grunts and he mumbles, and sometimes you almost can't understand what he's saying. It's like, family, bro, you gotta have faith, bro. It's like, damn, what happened to you, man? Jesus. And the only reason it bothers me so much is because I am a fan. At the end of the day, I am a fan. Yes, I hate F9 with the heat of 1,000 suns, but I will admit they had some good redeeming qualities, like the flashback stuff, Sean reuniting with Han, that was good, the Jason Statham post-credit scene, but that's it. And I feel like this one was the opposite, where I feel like I had an overall good time, but they brought Giselle back, and yeah, I think everything else is kind of obvious, but if I talk about it too much, I'm gonna get mad. But I still enjoy the movie. Basically, the main celebration we gotta celebrate here is that it's better than 9, and I want to keep stressing that, because that's what when I saw that movie, I thought, oh fuck, this is how it is. It's gonna be a Saturday morning cartoon. Then I don't want to be a part of this, But yeah, either way, I'm ready for this franchise to end. I know they said they were gonna make this into a 3-parter. I hope not. And if they do, the next one needs to have a new main character. Like Hobbs and Shaw needs to be the main character again. And then after that, then you could bring Dom back for the finale. But to just have straight three straight movies in a row where Dom is the main character and is doing the same shit. It's like, it's a little frustrating. But if you're gonna put me through three, you have to change it up. You have to, and make us miss the characters. Let's not see any of them that we saw in X for the next one. Let's just stick with Hobbs's people. Give me Ryan Reynolds teaming up with Kevin Hart. Let's see Hobbs and Shaw again. Call it Fast X, Dante's Inferno, where Jason Momoa's Dante is just gunning after Hobbs. And they could do whatever they want in that movie, but in the end, then you just show Dom hiding somewhere with his son, just being very unhappy, having to just like be fugitives, and Dom just regretting putting his son in that type of situation. And then that'll lead into the next one, and then there could be like an Avengers Endgame where everyone, Locke, Kevin Hart's character, Hobbs, Shaw, Dom, Letty, Giselle, Han, Roman, Tej, like everyone just comes together from these different movies and just unite to fight Jason Momoa's character. I know they said that they wanted Robert Downey Jr., but I like that Jason Momoa was like the final big bad that's causing these problems. But you do got to change it up a bit. So if Dante's the main villain for the next one, you can still have him be kind of the penultimate bad guy, and then have Robert Downey Jr.'s character be the ultimate bad guy. I don't know, maybe Mr. Nobody's cousin or something silly like that, or maybe have Robert Downey Jr.'s be Brian's dad, the dad that disappeared, that he never got to see. I don't know. This went from a review to a pitch, but it's because I care, and I just, I want the franchise to end on a good note. I used to defend the franchise a lot to people that thought it was stupid or lame. Like from 1 to 8, no, actually from 1 to Hobbs and Shaw, I in my opinion, I think the franchise is very defendable. It has a lot of merit and meaning and heart and great action and stuff that you can explain. I think it's not that far-fetched. 1 to Hobbs and Shaw is not that far-fetched at all. And I don't think it's stupid. I mean, you look back at it now with the movies we have now, you see things a little differently. It's like, okay. But with 9, it's like, when F9 came out, and even though they pulled back with FX as well, it's like, I can't defend it no more, and it's okay. I think just now we just gotta put a nice bow on it. And the fact that nobody really dies and the ridiculous car action, that's not possible at all. I could put that aside if they give us like a good, cathartic, satisfying conclusion to these characters' arcs and stories. I keep telling myself this is a review, but I just keep thinking about the future of the franchise and kind of retroactively thinking about it at the same time. But the movie was great. Not great. It was better than 9. It's a fun time. It's a really, really fun time. I'm just so glad that it's better than 9, that it's just refreshing. It's just really, I feel like a sigh of relief, like I could breathe, But Universal will probably never watch this. Vin Diesel will probably never watch this. The Rock will probably never watch this. But if any of them do, make the next one, just put a new main character. I think you should just have Hobbs and Shaw be the leads for the next one, having it be in the main line and having it be a sequel to Hobbs and Shaw, and just having Dante, wreak havoc on them for a change, and then we tease Vin Diesel at the end. We continue with the movie right after that, which will be the final one, and unite every single car driver that we've seen in the films, and maybe even bring Carter Verone, the guy that threatened Roman at the end of Too Fast, Too Furious. I always felt like that was like a door that wasn't really closed. I don't know why. Maybe I'm the only person that feels this way, but I just feel like that's something I feel like that should be resolved. But that's probably just me, because it's like so long ago, but I was like, that's a thread I want tied up. He doesn't even have to do anything. He can just show up and talk to Roman or something in a jail cell or whatever, because he said I'll see you soon. But that's neither here nor there. I just want this to end in a good note, man. I don't want it to end like F9. I don't want it to end in a way that people see Star Wars now. You know, I want it to end while they're on top. And to me, I think it would have been perfect if they just ended at 8. A lot of people feel like they should have ended at 5, and so I think a lot of people feel like it should have ended at 7. I think 8 was a good 8, and Hobbs and Shaw. Both of them are like, if someone argued like, no, it should end at Hobbs and Shaw, I'm not going to argue with them. And if they said no, it should have ended at 8, I'm not going to argue with them either. It's like both of them. It's like if they ended at either of those, like okay, those are cool ways to conclude the series. But if people say end at 7, end at 5, I wanted to end at 3 back in the day, but I was like, no, that's too soon. Like we wouldn't have gotten, you know, all this other cool stuff that I really appreciate, you know. But I feel like though that during that period between 1 and Hobbs and Shaw, there was still stakes, there was still action that was ridiculous, but it wasn't like cartoony, you know. So yeah, again, I'm just grateful this is better than 9, and I just hope, I'm gonna pray, I'm not super religious, but I'm gonna pray that the next one has new main characters, preferably Hobbs and Shaw, and then the one after that will be Vin Diesel's movie and the final movie. That's if they force 3 on us, if they force this into a trilogy. But if it's just a 2-parter, Vin Diesel can still be in the next one. Then he can be, because you know it's the final one. You know, he's been there from the beginning, and I guess I don't know how I feel about them handling stakes, because they bring everybody back to life. I just want it to be satisfying. Just make it a satisfying conclusion, please. Can you do that for us, please? Yeah, that's it. That's my end of my rambling. Fast X is great, at least compared to 9. I hope this series ends on a high note, and I'm looking forward to seeing Hobbs again on the big screen, along with my favorite character ever in the franchise, Deckard Shaw. So yeah, that's my spiel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.
Stibbidi dop 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 dop, yes 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 yes, stibbidi dip, stibbidi double 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 double, yes 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 yes.